البروفيسور والباحث في الجيوبوليتيك الجيوسياسية السيد البروفيسور هاي سينغ من الصين من جمهورية الصين الشعبية. فليتفضل.
Thank you for having me to give a short presentation on this topic. Firstly, we must know the vision of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a grand strategy, okay, which is a new mono doctrine. His vision is to control the West Hemisphere. So you can see example like Venezuela, Cuba, Greenland, Canada, and even the Panama Canal. But on the other hand, China has its own grand strategy, which is the One Belt, One Road initiative. In my view, Donald Trump's new mono doctrine will clash with Chinese One Belt, One Road initiative. So apart from the Venezuela, I think more cases of such conflict will happen in the future. Besides the new mono doctrine, Donald Trump also wants economic resources for sustaining. Indeed, Trump has no allies, true allies in this world, except one. The present Israeli Prime Minister will sell his own plans to Trump from time to time. So Trump is the boss while Israel is the servant. This makes the whole geopolitics more complicated. So how the weak nations of the whole world to respond, I here give 5 tactics. You can see in Iran and Venezuela, US and Israel always take advantage of vulnerable economic conditions. In Iran and also in Venezuela, these 2 cases, the United States and Israel always take advantage of the vulnerable economic conditions of other nations for subversion purpose. So building a stronger and stable economy is a great shell to prevent American aggression. So partnership with China in different ways is a good option. China has good experience not only for economic progress, but also in economic security. So other countries can study and learn from China about economic adjustment, regulations, and other measures. The second headache is about political warfare. Americans or Israel always launch political warfare against other nations. There are 2 fronts. The first front is espionage and using traitors. So I feel that intelligence sharing among nations is very important. In this aspect, I think Russia is an expert. So that partnership with Russia in intelligence and counterintelligence is also a good option. Another aspect of political warfare is about ideology or mind warfare, psychology. So in this aspect, we must learn how to strengthen the spirit of the people. I give you 2 examples. The first one is about China. In the last century, the American strategists used to think that when more students from China go to the United States, the communist rule will be over. But history told us that when their students came back from the United States to China, they still loyal to their motherland. Another example is about Russia. In the last century, when the Soviet Union was broken up, all the many West countries think that Russia will become part of the West Democracy Alliance. But in 1999, when the Russian soldiers enter former Yugoslavia, they were very surprised. So that identity and civilization cultivation for the people is a very important psychological defense against the American aggression. Let me correct it 4 tactics. The third tactic, the common tactic, is about the diplomacy of division.
Sorry, the diplomacy of what?
Diplomacy to divide, okay? Diplomacy to divide means to divide the the alliance, okay, to divide, okay, to push them away, okay. The United States and Israel always use this tactic of division against other countries, in particular in the Middle East, to divide the Arabic nations. To respond to this division tactics, we can take out 3 responses. First, we should strengthen the diplomatic dialogue among the nations, okay, from time to time on regular basis, so that this can increase the mutual trust among the different nations. Secondly, we can use the same strategy to fight against the United States, push the United States away from his allies, such as Europe and Canada. Third one is the last one. I propose to use the Catholic Pope, okay, who is the head of the Catholic Church. You know, the present Catholic Pope is very liberal, okay, doesn't like Trump, okay. We can use the Pope to arouse the public opinion of the American people, so that they can protest against Trump's aggression action. Okay, the final tactics is about military aspects. I think weapons and military means still as a deterrence effect. I can cite the example of North Korea. Possession of strong weapons will increase the bargaining powers. So that I think another example is a suggestion is some regional military cooperation should be enhanced. So that's all my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.